question 6. The diagram shows a plant cell in distilled water and a plant cell in concentrated solution of sodium chloride. Now, if you notice here, this thick cell wall right, it's peeling away here. What should we do? Try that. No, don't do use green. Let's use that color. It's a thick cell wall. It's peeling away here for some reason. Whilst here it's butted up, can you see on there? Right, that is this cytoplasm. That there is the vacuole. And this here is the gap between the cell membrane here and the cell wall here. That's because water has left from here due to osmosis. It's gone from, right, okay, what is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water, okay, let's diffusion of water molecules or particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Now remember what we said. We said it's better to say from an area of high water potential to an area of low water potential, right? Through a partially permeable membrane. Right, there you go. Now, so what they're saying here, which structure is labeled M? We said M is a cell wall. Which structure is labeled N? Okay, that is the cytoplasm. Give the name of the liquid found in the gap labeled O. So what will have happened is, let's get rid of, whoa, that's not good, is it? Right, so what's happened is, you've got concentrated salt solution, sodium chloride. What's happened is water's moved out, and so things have started, the cell membrane started moving in, and then what fills this gap is the sodium chloride. So we're expecting not water but sodium chloride in there, in a concentrated solution of sodium chloride. So it will be sodium chloride solution. Explain the differences in appearance between the appearance of the cell and distilled water and the, right, okay, this is a, seen this one before as well. It was a couple of years ago. So we're saying, right, in distilled water, water enters the cell. So put that in via a process called osmosis from an area of high, what did we say? Water potential. It's good to know this word, high water potential, this phrase. To an area of low water potential. Okay. So the cytoplasm is pushed against the cell membrane and wall, right? And always just stick something like this. It's the opposite of flaccid. The cell is now turgid, right? If something's turgid, it'll stand upright. Turgid. If something is flaccid, it will droop because the water pressure, because water's gone out of the plant, out of the cell, it droops. Okay. Describe the experiment you could do to show how different concentration accept the. Okay. You could use a sort of like a Combs, yeah. I will use how different concentrations. I will use different concentrations of sodium chloride solution. And normally we use of onion cells, I think that's the case. Right, I will use different concentration. So I will use concentrations of, right, so for example 0% the control, 5% concentration, and 10% concentration. Yeah, right. I will repeat each concentration, just say 3 times. Right, and again using many cells. I will take a photo. I will photo these cells after, just say, I don't know, 3 hours. Yeah, and what do you keep the same? So this is like Combs. Yeah, I will to make it like a control variable to make it the same. Yeah, I will use the same. I will use the same volume of solution. I will use same temperature, room temperature. I will also make sure I will use the same type of cell. So this is like a little Combs question that's come up. That's interesting. That. Okie dokie, it is a Zihat. Okay, look, before we start, let's have a dig into this, right? So You've got 4 chambers. You've got 1. So blood comes in here. So remember, this is my right hand side and this is my left hand side. So I'm looking at the patient. So this is the patient, the person that the doctor is talking to. First chamber, second chamber, third chamber, fourth chamber. So this is what we said, right? Blood comes in, let's use that. Blood comes in here, right? This is the right atrium. This here is the right ventricle. Now moving on to the other side, this here is the left atrium, and this is the right ventricle. So we've got those 4 chambers sorted out. So blood comes in through the here through the vena cava, yeah, and it goes into the right atrium. So you're following the blood through, comes down here through the tricuspid valve. Let me write that down here. Tricuspid valve. Right, and the blood continues into the right ventricle, and then it goes up here through the semilunar valve. Semilunar valve. And they stop the backflow of blood. Right, let's continue the journey. It goes out of this is going to the lungs, pulmonary artery. So what color should we use? Should use that. Okay. Pulmonary artery. Remember, arteries take blood away from the heart. Right, so look, what's going to happen? It's going to go to the lungs. It drops off CO2 and picks up oxygen. Then it's going to come back down here. So let's carry on our journey in a different color. Yeah, so it goes into this, and that there is pulmonary pulmonary vein, right? It can't, oh my god, can't believe I did that. Right, my apologies. I'm half asleep. Oh, did I just do that? Yes, I did. 1 second. Just bear with me. Just do that. There you go. That's the pulmonary vein. Let's get rid of you. Don't be half asleep like me. It goes in there. So let's continue on the journey with what color do we use? It is right, let's just right. So it comes in here into the left atrium through the bicuspid valve into the right ventricle, out of the other semilunar valve, so let's do that green. That's the same thing, they're both semilunar valves. Then it carries on up the, what color, blue, aorta, aorta. What's that doing there? Alright, so that's what's happened. Right. One other thing you need to know is, if you notice that, oh, come on, dude. Aorta, right. Read about that. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. You notice here, the left side is thicker, more muscular, because it needs to withstand more pressure. Okay, let's keep going. Which blood vessel brings deoxygenated blood to the heart? It's the vena cava. It'll be, yeah, the vena cava here. Yeah, so it is U. It is U. Now, which chamber pumps oxygenated blood away from the heart? That'll be the aorta. So that'll be the W. So W. Right. So it goes out of that blood vessel, but which is the chamber? What have I got here? Z. Okay, Z. That's weird, isn't it? It's like, but it's the chamber, right? Look, I missed that word, and I had to think about that. Then it's the chamber that they're after, not the blood vessel. Okay, that explain the difference between S chamber S and Z. Okay, this down here. So remember what we said about, whoa, what we said about difference in blood pressure, right? The right hand side, chamber S is thinner, less muscular, less muscle, because it has, or generates, let's use that word, generates less pressure, less pressure, less flow, and pumps blood to the lungs and not around the body, so it doesn't need to travel as far. You can do it the other way. You could turn around and say chamber Z has a thicker, more muscular and elastic wall because it generates more blood pressure, or pressure, more blood pressure, as it has to pump blood all around the body. Okay. Human needs a balance. Okay, balanced diet. Give 3 functions. Okay. Give the function of 3 components. So, okay, what? Carbohydrates are used for energy, or respiration. Proteins, these are the simple ones. Proteins are used for cell growth, for growth or repair and repair of cells or body. Yep. You can say vitamin C is used to use for the skin. It's like a glue. You could say vitamin A is used for the retina or eyesight. You can say water is a solvent. You can say fiber is used for peristalsis. Okie dokie dokie. Right. Scientists investigated the link between body mass and coronary heart disease. Scientists recorded the results for heart attacks 850 people over 200 years. 20 years. 850 people over 200 years. 20 years. They classified people as normal, overweight, or obese. They calculated the rate of heart attacks that allowed a valid comparison to be made. So you've got the age. Okay, so that's all ages. These are normal mass, overweight, and obese. Heart attacks. Under 40, 40 to 60. So under 40, there's a massive difference if you're obese. Under 40 to 60, there's still a massive difference. Right. Over 60, that's strange. There's not much difference there. And there's half. If you're over 60 and you're obese, you're alright. So overall, if you are obese, it's almost twice the chance. So it goes from 11 to 20. So now we've got to evaluate this. Reading is the easy bit, trying to make. So what we can do is first of all talk about they used lots of people, so reliable. It's a long-term study. Which also makes it reliable. Right, the problem, so those are the pluses. The minus is it is only done in one country. Right, if you increase, so it goes from 3 to 6 to 12, 18, 21, 27, 36, up 36, and then down. Right, we can say the rate of heart attacks goes up for each age group except over 60s that are obese. Right, that might be interesting because yeah, for each age group except that, right? But overall, the rate of heart attacks. So remember, I'm writing down the rate of heart attacks. I'm looking now at this number. It goes from there to there to there. The rate of heart attacks goes up for all ages as the mass increases, as the weight increases. Mass increases. Right. What does it say about? Right. Okay. So what they've not done is right. The lifestyle, sex, exercise, etc. is not given. So yeah, family with this sort of stuff, family history is a good one to compare. Family history, genetics is also not given. So it doesn't you can't make a final conclusion as to how overall reliable it is. Right, let's have a look at what else is there. Look, there's a massive factor in there between if obese under 40, where's obese under 40? You are 3 times as likely to have a heart attack. 27, it goes to, yeah, look at that's the highest. Yeah, so basically age and body goals. So we can write that in. If you are obese and whatever, under 40, it's 4 times, 3 times, yeah. Yeah, so look, this one's even. Right, if you're obese and under 40, you are 3 times more likely to have a heart attack. Okay, right, we'll call it quits there on that one.